The Coonhound Collective podcast is brought to you by CZ Welding and Custom Dog Boxes. Dog boxes built by hunters for hunters. Check these guys out today. This is your host, Jason Snellgrove, and I will be your guide as we journey down the road to pleasure hunt or hitting the long trail to those great comp hunts. This is the Coonhound Collective podcast. The opinions and views of the guest on the Coonhound Collective is not necessarily the opinions and views of the Coonhound Collective or its affiliates. Welcome to the Coonhound Collective podcast today. Today we're going to be promoting a hunt that's going to be happening on August the 12th on the Superior Kennel Club's Facebook page. If you've not joined the Kennel Club, I advise that you go over there and do so. You're really going to want to watch this one. And I think these two guys are gonna put on a good hunt and a good show. Today I have, hey guys, this is Jason with the Coonhound Collective podcast. Hey, if you haven't heard, there's a new kennel club in town, Superior Kennel Club. SKC-Superior Kennel Club on Facebook will get you to their public page. It's $20 a year. Cut out that RC Cola and Moon Pie one night. That's about what they cost nowadays. Pay your $20. You'll get added to the private page. You can see all the live hunts, and you can hunt for that $20. There's no other entry fees other than that. I think they're going to have some special hunts coming up that may have some entry fees, but for the everyday guy that wants to just hunt with their neighbor, the guy they hunt every night, it's $20. You get your hunt on there live. They build you an ad to put out between you and your guy. It's a great thing. Also, Pride Dog Food is sponsoring Superior Kennel Club and Conky's Outdoors. Those guys are really stepped up. They're trying to help grow that pot for the youth and for the adults. At the end of the year, go over, check them out, see what's happening at Superior Kennel Club, SKC-Superior Kennel Club on Facebook. Morgan Perkins and Jason. Jason, how do you say your last name? Swingle?
Swingle, yep.
Swingle. Okay. Jason, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of where you're from and how you got into coon hunting, and then we'll talk to Morgan.
All right. Well, I've been hunting for not long with Morgan, about 5 or 6 years. Got into it with a club that hunted a bunch of deer dogs and got into coon hunting. That's how I got into it. There wasn't no family thing. I hunt about a 3-year-old, 4-year-old. Just turned 4-year-old Jip now, named Oakley.
Okay. Morgan, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, kind of how you got into coon hunting, and then we'll get in here about these dogs.
Louisa, Virginia, and I started hunting with my ex-father-in-law about 7 years ago.
Okay. And have either one of y'all done much competition hunting up to this point with your dogs that you have? Or y'all just pleasure hunting?
I've done a lot of competition with the squirrel dogs, some with coon, but Jason.
I do a lot of UKC, but mostly PKC hunts.
Okay. All right.
For the last 2.5 years since she's been clicking, I've been putting her into hunts.
Okay. Well, Jason, once you start off, go ahead and tell us about the dog that you're going to be hunting in this hunt on the 12th. Kind of tell us where she come from, what she's out of, and kind of how she operates.
All right, Mom and Daddy, I bought a puppy off of a man named Jimmy Chisholm. He got a dog directly off Bone Collector. We bought a puppy named Tilly off of it, and we had her treeing at 4 months old, running treeing by herself. And being young and dumb, not know much, I put her out with the old dogs, and when the coon hit the ground, they got her instead of the coon and killed her. Well, now I went back and bought her sister, and at 1.5 years old now I got Oakley. She was treeing and running by herself, and I think she won one money hunt before she was 1 year old. At 11 months old, she won the money hunt, and then she bunch of PKCs. And this year she's won 3 UKC hunts and 1 High Point Hound. She's a real climbing dog. The
Okay.
real small, probably don't weigh no more than about 30 pounds.
Okay. Okay. And you said she was out of a direct daughter of bone collector or son?
Son a bone collector, and mom's out a track man named
Okay.
Karma.
Hey guys, this is Jason over at the Coonhound Collective podcast. Is your dog box starting to get wore? Maybe it's starting to get a little cracked like mine is. Maybe you've just been thinking about it's time to upgrade to a new box, but you've asked your buddies and you're just not real sure what direction to go in. Well, let me help you out here. Go check my friends out at CZ Welding and Fabrication, custom dog boxes and aluminum products on Facebook. You can check out all their custom work they do there and their designs that they do. If you don't see something that you don't exactly like there, reach out to Nathan at 540-810-5439, 540-810-5439, or send him a message through the Facebook page. I bet he can fix you up. Don't wait till fall to get that new dog box. Go ahead, get that dog box now. Get you something looking good in the back of your truck that you can be proud of and that you can haul your dog around in comfort. Check my friends out at CZ Welding and Fabrication. You won't go wrong. Dog boxes built by hunters for hunters. Get yours today. CZ Welding and Fabrication. Yeah, sounds like a pretty nice little dog there. Morgan, you're not hunting a hound, so won't you kind of tell us some details about what you're hunting there?
All right, I'm hunting a 3-year-old cur from I bought her from Leon Kirkpatrick. She's out of the Briar Mountain Bud and Lizard Cross, and the Briar. Let's see, it was the Sophie and Briar Mountain Judge was actually the cross. She's Briar Mountain top and bottom. I bought her from a fella in Indiana. She's one of the few with her bloodline left. I haven't been hunting the dog very long. I got her just to breed her, but come to find out, she's okay. I mean, she can get the job done. You know, we're just gonna. I mean, I think she can definitely outdo that Walker, but we're gonna have to find that out on the 12th.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's gonna be lots of fun. So, with your cur dog, is it treeing squirrels during the day, and you're treeing coons with it at night, or are you just hunting on coons, or how's that working?
She would tree squirrel during the day, coons at night, kill possums, run a rabbit. She might do anything.
Okay, so she is a meat dog.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's back in the day. That's what people look for. They look for a dog that was gamey, that run game of any kind, and run to catch it. And sounds like you got yourself one there.
Yeah, she's something. She's probably getting ready to get a lesson in life, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. So Jason, your walker dog there. How did I guess you guys hunt together quite a bit. How did this all come about where you are going to do this hunt? And I guess y'all putting a little money on the line here.
Yeah, well, too much beer and a little mouth talking, and I think mine's better than his, and I like everybody else. We said we want to hunt each other.
I hate a walker.
So we decided to do a hunt against each other live and try to get some people to come do more of these live hunts and stop being camera shy, and then put a friendly bet on it at the same time. Something we both know we both could afford, and decided that $1,000 a piece would be a good thing to hunt against, and probably be the only one everybody's going to see with a cur dog and a walker.
Yeah,
and I want to add to that too, and also the live cuts out a whole lot of the sideways stuff, and we're not one to tolerate cheaters, no matter where they come from, whether they're here or from another state. And we're just trying to show them that you can come out here and actually hunt straight. You ain't got to be afraid of the camera or nothing else. When you hunt us, the dog's gonna win. The cheating's not gonna fly. If you gonna run what you brung, and if you better hope you brought enough. And that goes for every state. It's not just me and him. It's anybody. I mean, we can get beat and shake your hand, and there gonna be a bunch of crying and excuses, and we're just not. Somebody's got to break the ice. I mean, I mean, you're going to see two pretty good caliber dogs go at it. And I mean, we know what we both have. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we hunt together. It's going to be what it's going to be. But as bad as I hate to say it, and as bad as it tastes, he's got to go walker. I mean, I didn't think it was such a thing until now, but it's definitely possible because I see it all the time. And this cur, you never know. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. He's seen her in action, and I've seen her in action, but I'd walk behind his dog any night. So, I mean, if she trees, I have no problem going to her. So that is a little bit of a fear in the back of my head because I know that if she's in coon, she's dangerous. And this cur, I mean, if she gets in coon, she show potential to be dangerous too. I mean, we just gonna find out.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good thing that you're doing. It's all in a spirit of fun and bringing people together and trying to help grow something that I do think is something good. And, you touched on something there, with the cheating and all. And I do know that comes about, from time to time where you have a bad cast or whatever, happens out there. Is it been y'all's experience that in the areas that y'all are competition hunting that y'all are seeing that more and more, or is it maybe not knowing the rules, or is it just the buddy system and taking advantage of somebody that's new?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Morgan ain't been to hunts much, but me, I'm going to say you got the buddy system. I've seen that a lot.
Then I've got the ones that don't know the rules.
Then you got the people that don't know the rules, and the guy that does know the rules too good, and he tells the other guys what the rules are. Might even say, you never know what he might make a rule tonight, what he does. This live right here puts it a damper on that because you're watching it, and if I said, hey, as long as I said I seen it, I can tree and win. And if Morgan didn't know the rules, well, you could get up on live and be like, no, you can't. You can call me out right on live. So, we both got to know the rules and going at it. Like I said, Stair, she's going to be the judge for it. She knows the rules for PKC, UKC up and down. She judges the hunts, and she's learning these rules. We're going to have my daughter. She's 12, getting ready to be 13. She's going to run the camera for us. So we're getting the youth involved.
As you can see, I'm already outnumbered, sort of.
So if we vote, it's already 3 against 1. So I already know this cur dog is going to lose.
Well, if it's any count, I'm not biased because I have my own dog, so I don't care about either one of them.
So how did you become to be the judge between these two here? Is you're just there and you're the judge, and
we voted on him 2-0
for pretty much everything with these two.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it though, because like I said, I love both dogs honestly, but I'll hunt them.
And I want to touch base on the hunting stuff. The last two out of the last 3 hunts that I was in competition wise, I personally got cheated.
I've been cheated.
Once by locals and once at the biggest hunt of my life at Holmesville, Ohio, at Plot Days. I should have had it all won and got cheated at the tree because the judge and the dog handler were in cahoots. And I quit hunting UKC over it completely. I will not support another hunt they have ever in my life. The reason being is they figured out that I was telling the truth and I still didn't get my win back. And I'm just, I can't hunt with an organization like that. That's why I flock to the live, because it ain't gonna be none of that. That's gonna be exposed right now. And I think that's why a lot of people are hesitant about doing this, because it used to be you hunt the best dog. Now you hunt the best hunter. The best, who knows or who can stretch the rules, who knows who. You're not hunting the best dog anymore. And that is something that everybody runs into. How they handle it is different, but if you let the dog do the talking on live, it's not going to be no who did this, who did that, because it's going to be live. It ain't going to be no time for nobody to change it. It ain't going to be no he said, she said. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It is what it is, and I think that that's why a lot of people are hesitant to do this, because whether they like it or not, I have been to my share of competition, tons of squirrel hunts. And I can't say that I've ever been in but maybe 1 or 2 hunts that I think it was solid. I saw something that shouldn't have happened in every one I've ever been to, really. And that's kind of especially when you get around people that are buddies, that stuff gets pushed under the rug, and I don't think that's the way it should be. I don't care who beats me, but you're going to beat me. You're not going to cheat me.
Yeah. I definitely understand that. My first PKC hunt, I was done wrong. Looking back now, I should have put my money up, got a panel, and I would have probably been fine. But, being a young kid, I just didn't know any better. I think I was, 16 or 17 whenever I was in my first PKC hunt. And now I will say I am a PKC hunt director for our local club. And, we don't really see a lot of that with the guys that I hunt around. Most of us know each other. We don't see a lot of cheating, but one thing I will say that I think y'all touched on there was somebody knowing the rules, really good and interpreting those rules for someone else instead of that person, interpreting the rules for themselves or saying, well, hey, show me where that says that in that rule book, whether it's on the back of the scorecard or in the rule book. And I think that does go on some. And so then you take that for the gospel that that's supposed to be the rule, and that wasn't ever the rule to start with. They didn't have the right interpretation of it.
Yeah, that definitely happens. I mean, a lot. It's easy for somebody standing there that knows the rules in and out to stretch them to somebody that doesn't really know them.
I tell you what, I did have. I probably hunted 30 hunts this year or more. Traveled everywhere, and every hunt, PKC all. You hear people interpret different rules, their own way of hearing a rule. Like you might say the rule means this, Joe says the rule means this, and here it is, my dog. And how do I'm supposed to partake of the, how am I supposed to say, hey, this is what it really is, and you can get done, or it can go different ways. So I think the live is going to X a lot of that stuff out. The winner's going to be seen, the cheater's going to be exposed, and like you said, you ain't going to have a dog out here that somebody says, I give you $300 for the cast win. Well, he got 5 wins now, and you think he's doing good, but the guy spent money on it. You ain't going to have that no more. You're going to see different change in these dogs, though. Breeding and all. I don't care from a cur dog, black and tan, to a poodle. You're going to have different changes in all these dogs, because when they get live and everybody can see them, it's going to be a different show, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's going to separate the who should and who shouldn't very quickly.
I think that's why you're having a hard time with people getting live, because the man comes out and says, well, I treat 8 tonight. Well, get on live and let's see it. But one thing about the live is it's going to help breeding too, because if you have a male, I watch him live for the next 5 nights and how he does on Hunt Shoe Show. You're not lying about the dog. I know if I want to take my female down there and breed or not. And ain't going to be no smoke and mirror. You're not going to say you treat 50 coons this week. I'm actually going to sit there and watch your video of you doing it live. And I think it's going to change a lot of breeding and a lot of...
Yeah, don't tell me you got a machine. Show it to me.
Show it. Even if I'm sitting in Virginia, I can sit in here on my couch and watch you in Ohio and watch him work. And I think we're at the capability of doing that. I think we need to be watching more live and instead of just watching a scorecard come in.
And like I told Jason, I mean, the fact of the matter is everybody wants a superstar, but I hate to burst everybody's bubble. These local hunts, I'm not going to say it's not some good dogs that float through them, but a lot of these dogs become champion at local hunts and stuff, and it's the same old people there hunting the same old stuff. You're never going to know if you truly have a machine until you hunt against machines. And that's a big thing. And I tell Jason all the time, and as I said, I am not a Walker fan. But if his dog is in coons, we're not rich, but we both work for ourselves, and we pretty much do what we want to do within reason. I will put her against any dog. I mean, he ain't scared to lose, and I definitely ain't scared to lose. But if you bring her down here to our stomping ground, where we know it's plenty coons, if you put her in them, somebody's going to have to show me, and that's right down to myself. I'm not 100% sure I can beat Jason. Matter of fact, I'm not 75% sure I can beat Jason in coons. But I also ain't scared to lose neither, and we just gonna have to do it because it's just what's gonna have to happen. And I mean, and the biggest reason we're doing this is because nobody's really repping Virginia. I'm sorry, I'll be the one to say it. I haven't seen anybody step up and say, hey, we're gonna do this. Y'all have a point system. Y'all are trying to do the hunts for the Virginia State. You're trying to, then you have to get a winner from Virginia to go to the world. I mean, I don't see anybody stepping up. You know, we're not big on excuses. We fight snakes like everybody else. We got alligators, dinosaurs, and bears. You know, we hunt a lot. I mean, he's either down here at the farm 1 or 2 nights a week. I'm out 2-3 nights a week. Sometimes in the mornings, we all fight the same stuff. But the difference is, you know, we're ready to battle anybody at any time. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you import the dog or bring it from Sammy's house or whose house you bring it from. I mean, we will hunt you. You're gonna have to show us. It's not gonna be a bunch of back and forth across the internet. I mean, we're not rich. We can't hunt for 20 grand. We can't hunt for 50 grand. I ain't saying we probably could figure it out, but it's kind of stupid. But I mean, we want to know who's out there because me and Jason are kind of both in the same boat. If you got a dog that can dog us, you're going to have to come show us. And if you show us, you did us a favor. Now, we're not going to be mad. We're going to pay you, talk a little trash back and forth with you, shake your hand and send you on. But we know we got to do
dinner and let you stay at the house.
Yeah, we got to do something different. And that's what I want to know. I'm not in it just to have a dog. I have a pleasure dog. He's 12. You know, these other dogs that are here, and the same with Jason. Jason hunts a lot of competition, a lot of it. And he's not doing that because he wants a pleasure dog. He's doing it because he likes competition. Well, if there's several dogs in Virginia that can wear Jason out, Jason needs to know that. I mean, that's just a fact. He needs to know it. So if they're out there, I mean, we got dexamethasone, we got Benadryl, we got everything to save them from the copperheads. We got guns to kill stuff with if it gets too bad out here. But I mean, I don't really go for the too hot and it's too hot. It's too many snakes. It's this. It's that. I mean, we're hunting the same conditions as everybody else. It's not like we're over here hunting in 40-degree weather and you're hunting in 100-degree weather with snakes.
So we got, and also if anybody out there want to hunt youth, we got Cooper right here. I got a little girl, Lily, right here. They will even handle these dogs and call them and strike them if they want to hunt even a youth. You know, Lily hunted a whole youth hunt this year. Cooper hunted. He showed. You can look up on the Virginia State page. I mean, they're going to adult hunts and want to hunt with the adults. So if any youth, you've got somebody think they got want to youth go on.
Matter of fact, Cooper just bought his own dog, and I'm gonna see if I can't get him added to the page. He's looking for some action with squirrels for sure. If I know there's a squirrel hunting section now, but he's got him a really nice dog out of Jukebox Kennels, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. It just is what it is. We're any of us are down for action at any time, whether it be Sarah, Jason, me, Lily, Cooper. You're not dealing with a bunch of sore losers. We want to actually see.
We're going to go somewhere with it because, like I said,
we want to see it happen. We want to see somebody make it happen.
Money, but next one, whoever wins, we're going to try on Sarah. She's got a dog named Yankee. We're going to try her mount and see get her live out here, so we all can just start getting some wins in Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any other action from Virginia. I've put several posts out. I
offered half gas.
Yeah, we've offered half gas. We're just trying to get people. Don't get it twisted, but we're trying to bully. I mean, because we're not. We know we can be beat. We just want to see who can do it. I mean, it's not going to do nothing but help us and help them. I mean, I don't see how Virginia stands a chance. Is it just going to be me, Cooper, and Lily, and us with our kids, against each other for the Virginia State? I mean, there's got to be somebody else in Virginia that would at least like to see if they can do it. I mean,
for dinner or for a soda.
I mean, we can do it for peanuts and a popsicle. I don't care. It just, if somebody show up, I mean, somebody has to hunt to get the wins. I mean, period. That's just what's got to happen.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think what y'all are doing is a good thing to try to promote and kind of push people to get involved. And I think what Superior is doing, I think it's something that's tried to be done in the past but wasn't done right, and there was too much other stuff going on. And I think this is gonna take off and go somewhere. It's already been growing, and the more people that get involved, just like y'all are, as friends and family, and and putting it out there to people, hey, come hunt with us, call us out, whatever, and we'll be glad to meet up with you and hunt. I think that's going to help, really help promote Superior Kennel Club for what it was meant to be, and kind of cut out some of the drama. I've watched a few of the hunts. I've watched all of them really. That's been on there as long as they kept phone service or whatever. And there's been some really really good ones on there, and I've really enjoyed. I'm like y'all. If I'm not even if I am out hunting, I'll still click over there and watch it while I'm hunting, or at least listen to what's going on. Because I think it's better entertainment than most stuff you can watch on TV today.
That's right. I mean, when they come watch me and Morgan, we're gonna try to keep it. We're gonna not PG-13. I mean, we're all like a little jokes here. We're gonna talk a little crap, but like I said, we're gonna hunt it. We're gonna have fun. And now he does got the best cur dog I ever walked behind by far. For anybody who thinks they got one better, I would even put another 1,000 on that one. But they don't. We're gonna have fun with this now. We're gonna joke around and laugh a whole lot.
We're gonna be ourselves. We're not sugarcoating for nobody.
Yeah, we laugh on. He looks for a coon for my dog as much as I look for a coon for his dog, and that's why we mostly wanted to hunt each other, because we know when we do hunt that we ain't cheating.
The dog will decide it.
Yeah, the dog. We're even more gonna go sit here and talk crap to each other and let the dogs decide who wins. Other than that, that's what happens at the end of the day. It ain't gonna be who struck and who treed. It's who treed the most coons. That's gonna be the winner. Last time out, 2 times out with her, I took her the other night by myself. Me and Sarah did, and Judy, she split tree twice on the other dogs and held the pressure. I don't know another cur that would do that, but she had the coon both times. Like I said, that's why it's going to be interesting, because we had the coon and she had the coon at the same time. So you're talking both of us get plussed up for the same amount all the way through. So it's going to be a battle for 90 minutes.
And it's going to be fun. I mean, we're open to anybody. I'm very blessed down here. I've got a lot of place to hunt, and we have the game. I mean, it's here, and we've offered. I mean, Jason has opened his doors to people to stay at his place. He's offered half the gas money for people to come. I mean, we have done everything in our power, keeping it inside of PG, to get people to raise their hand. And I spoke with a fellow the other night. I ain't calling no names out, but he's supposed to have a really, really good dog. And I mean a really good one. And I talked to him for 45 minutes. And Jason has spoke to him too. And I just told him, I said, look, man, I said, I want to hunt you. And theoretically, he's probably got a dog that could beat me. Or beat the brakes off me, maybe, if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. But he just said straight up, he said, man, I'm back and forth a lot. And he said, but we will get together and we will hunt. You're welcome to come down here and hunt your squirrel dogs. You're welcome to do whatever. But I told him, I said, man, if you have a dog like that, I want to see it, because then I know where I got to be. That's the way I look at it. Most people scared to death. Scared to death, oh my God, he's going to embarrass me. I ain't going there till they find everything they can think of just not to hunt. I'm the exact opposite. I want to know. Show me. Because then I know I got to do something different. Wow. And and if I'm going to chase, I want to chase a world squirrel hunt this year. That's what my goal is. I have a lot of young prospects coming along, and we have spent the money to get there and doing the work to get there. We're doing a little bit of both, and I need to know what I got. I don't want to. That's why I'm hunting Jason. Jason's dog is, and I don't want to keep harping on this, but I'm gonna tell you, if she's in coons, you're gonna have a hard time with her. And that's just what it is. I don't care. I don't walk to the tree too many times with her. I mean, it's just not. Chances are that if she's in coons, you're gonna have a long night, and that's okay. That's what I need to know, because it is what it is. I mean, we might go out there and either one of them looks like a complete fool, but I can promise you,
they're dogs.
When they're dogs, they can do that. But if you catch them both on a good night, you better have brought something good. I can tell you. And if it's a bad night, you could beat them with a boxer or a Yankee or something of that nature. You'll figure out who Yankee is later.
Yeah.
My dog.
But like I said, I mean, y'all do have a good thing going. I just would like to see more participation. I touched on that on a couple posts on the page, and I don't think it went over really well, but I meant what I said. I mean, the excuses are kind of Mead points to us because we're fighting the same thing that somebody else's excuse, and we do it all the time. Sweat pouring, dogs hot, walking them in the creek, fighting snakes. I mean, I'm not real big on the excuses. I see too many people jumping and biting. I'll do this, I'll do that. Wait to fall, wait to fall, wait to fall. Well, the difference in this two dogs is you have to wait to fall. I will bet you now.
And you can't say much. We got women, children, like this flight's supposed to be about.
Yeah,
they're walking every step with us.
every step.
So
From 6 years old and up.
Sarah's had 30 competitions this year already by herself. She handles her dog. If I hunt tonight, I do not hunt her dog. I don't touch her dog. Same with these kids. We do not hunt them. We don't touch them. The kids either hunt them, make them what they are, or not show up. That's how we treat these kids. And we sit there and help them. But if they're not going to take their dog out the kennel, why should I? So we're teaching them that part too. But they're out here right now walking, beating the ticks, mosquitoes, whatever we fall into.
Bell hornet.
Yeah. So, I'd rather people talk about alligators. I'd rather deal with an alligator than a bell hornet. If anybody knows what a bell hornet is, you know when a man yells lights off, had a man from Florida show up. When he tried a dog out. When everybody yelled lights off, he didn't know what we said. We all turned the lights off, and he got stung twice. He learned his lesson real quick about what meant lights off in Virginia.
And he said he'd take the gators anytime.
Yeah. Them things hit like a gator. Just come from the sky like a helicopter. But so people need to get out and get to hunting. Hey, I got the land. I got the club. I got everything. I like to see everybody come up here and get to hunting. Even if it's just like I said, I will pay for the food, the gas, and everything. We'll throw a club hunt. I got enough land between me and Morgan to probably have 3 or 4 hunts at one time. We'd like to see this club grow out.
And I used to run the Virginia WTDA hunts too. So we have a real good background on organizing this stuff. Jason has actually. I'm not in a club now. Jason actually is in a club, the local club, which is about 10 minutes away. We can pretty much accommodate anybody. We just gotta know. I don't. We're trying. What we're basically doing is we're just trying to let people know it's okay. You can go out here and do this, and nobody's gonna look down on you, and everybody's gonna have fun, because I promise you, my dog may not bark on the 12th. She may get the brakes beat off her, but I also promise you that nobody better call me out on the following evening.
Yep.
Because they are going to get accepted right then and there. Because every dog, we're not the people that says our dogs don't ever have a bad night. That's not the case. Everybody's dog has a bad night. Everybody's dog does stupid stuff. A dog will call you a liar in a heartbeat. We fight the same thing as everybody else. Nothing is sugar coated. Nobody turns the temperature down for us. Nobody turns it up. We hunt in the rain. We hunt in the snow. I done hunted in ice. I done jumped in frozen rivers before, saving dogs where the coons got on the head. It is real life. We're just trying to show them that, hey, if you got a coon dog, bring them on out. It's nothing. What's worse can happen? You get beat. You lost a pack of peanuts and a popsicle.
That's right. And I like to say, that's why I offer to pay half gas for some of these guys. I know gas is expensive these days. If you come to my land, we're not hunting buckets, but I got plenty of land, plenty of coons. If it costs you $200 a year, I'll give you $100 just for gas. I think that's fair. Got to be like if I came to your house, But the only difference is I know we got coons, and I want to see your dog at its best like I want to see my dog at its best. And my dog can do it if we got coons. And then what I'm saying is coons, anybody who hunts Virginia, I have some buddies up there in Whitehall area, they told us when they hunt with us, I ain't seen a coon in 2 weeks. Well, down here, if I don't see a coon, if I see one coon tonight, I had a bad night. If I see 7, we had a good night.
Unless we decide to kill. If we decide to kill, we may very well wipe them out. But we let a lot of them walk.
Yeah. What you kill, you don't chase. But this ain't a race of a dog hunt. We're hunting walkers. He's hunting curs. Morgan's a plot man. I just hard pill to swallow. I just got a blue dog in the kennel, but we're going to try to raise him with some walkers, try to get some traits off of it. But it ain't about what color dog. It's about what the dog does, and that's where this live is going to tell the. It's going to
separate the coon dog from a not so coon dog.
Yep, and it ain't going to be breed. It ain't going to be nothing. It's going to be what the dog is and what the dog is. I've seen some dogs in some of these hunts that I said should have won. And if you was a live feed, they would have won. Just because
of the stretching.
the stretching of the rules. And this right here live is going to nip all that in the butt real quick.
And I don't look for this to grow very fast. I really don't, because people know that. People know that live is going to cut a whole lot of. It's easy to be a superstar when nobody saw it, and that's a fact. That is just a fact. You can bend it, you can turn it around, you can say what if, but the fact of the matter is, a whole lot of superstars have come and gone because nobody could prove otherwise. And it's even worse when you got a bunch of buddies that hunt together, or a clique that hunts together, because anything can happen. And when you got 5 of them saying this happened and the one that's telling the truth saying that happened, I'm sorry, but majority rules, especially when they answer to the clique. And that's just a fact. That is something that happened. So this live is going to cut all that out. And I think people should jump on board, because you hear so many people say, I'm sick of the cheating. I'm sick of the cheating. Well, if you're sick of the cheating, support something that won't allow it, because this will not allow it. Y'all cut your fan base in less than half from this live, and that's just a fact. But if you look at like the NSD and places like that, big time hunters like Marty Munns and people of that nature, they hunt for this, these big wages. I mean, it's not a trophy and a plaque. It's it's real life stuff, and every single one of the casts are live. Somebody's walking along live that ain't hunting, and nobody ever argues, nobody ever fights. There's always a winner, but there's a certain group of people that doesn't. And I feel like this is the way this is going to end up. You just people have to understand, look, don't worry about, you don't have to worry about going out there and somebody stretching you now. That can't happen. If the people that are moderating this, whether it be Todd or who it is, he seems like a pretty straightforward guy to me. If they see this happen, it doesn't matter what me and Jason say. If me and Jason say at the end Jason won, or Jason won by scorecard, and they saw a straight out cheat in it that would have changed the whole ball game, they're supposed to declare who the winner was. Me and Jason can hunt our way, and maybe I'm the guy that wouldn't say nothing. Jason pulled something slick, or I pulled something slick, and Jason be the other guy, and he's like, oh, I just ain't gonna say nothing. Well, whoever's moderating this stuff and whoever's looking back through it is supposed to catch that, right or wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And one thing that you touched on there with the no arguing and stuff like that, from my personal experience, the more that's at stake, I guess you would say, whether it be money or whatever, seems like there is less argument, less drama going on. Seems like guys are there to hunt. They're serious about it, and it is what it is. They just call the dog for what it is, and good, bad, or ugly, and move on. So, and I think that's one of the things that I do like about this with Superior is, I think you see not only more of that, but you just see guys out having a good time with their buddies, whether they're putting a wager on it like you guys are, or whether they're just out there for a RC Cola and a moon pie, whatever. You just see them guys out there having a good time. I watched a hunt with some younger guys in Tennessee here a week or two ago, and man, they were just funny to watch. They were out there having a good time, and it was a good time to watch, and I really enjoyed seeing the youth out there having a good time.
Well, that's probably what you're going to see with us, because we'll probably, might be a little confusion, but it ain't going to just be, we'll probably have 2 or 3 youths with us. Like I said, Sarah, Lady Hunter, and then me and Morgan. We're going to try to keep it, and, we're going to have a lot of crap talking. I mean, that's just what it's going to be. Most the fun out of it, because I PKC hunt. Us PKC hunters, we crap talk, but at the end of the day, we know who the winner is. There ain't going to be nobody getting mad. Best is best, and the winner's going to win, and we're going away from here with a good time.
Yeah, well, and that's what it's about. Number one is you got to have fun. You got to be a good loser, because you ain't gonna win them all, and somebody gonna lose when you show up. So that's just all there is to it. But before we wrap it up here, being Sarah's there and she's gonna judge, I want to first hear her prediction of the hunt.
You put on a spot right here because
No, I really don't.
she might have had Oakley at 9 weeks old, but then she seen Judy out here and split tree twice. So this right here now, you got her. You didn't get us sweating on this conversation, but you might have her.
Tell us what you think, Sarah.
Sarah,
Tell us what you think.
you like a little sweat out of.
You live with him. You don't live with me.
You
Keep
shouldn't ask me any questions. No, I'm not biased. We have had Oak since she was like 9 weeks old. So,
She's biased.
but Judy's actually a decent little dog. Morgan needs more confidence in his dog because I think she's a really decent dog. It's gonna be a close one, honestly, because they're both. Oakley is very small. She's very fast, but so is Judy, and they're both really independent dogs. So I'll be interested to see how that goes. Honestly, I'm not sure.
She's dodging the question.
I think it's going to be a lot of. To be honest, in my opinion, tonight it's going to be if the coons are walking hard and checking trees. I think it's going to be a hard night. I think it's going to be y'all going to see on this page what way they do. I think it's going to be a lot of split treeing. And then what I'm saying is you're going to see a lot of 50, 60, not like 100 yard split trees. I'm talking she's going to think A and she's going to think B, and you're going to see
the dogs almost in the same camera.
Yeah, and the same, and they're going to pick different trees is where they've been hunting kind of. Around here, they've been a lot of, togetherness. They've been having coons in each tree with leaves on. We have had trees where one ain't had it, but you can't beat the dog for it, but because you can't. It's so hard to see. We walked through one other night with Judy, and we couldn't find the coon at all. Went to our dogs, found the coon. Sarah said we were about 80 yards. She said, "Look at this."
I had to go up on a hill.
15 minutes later, she locked up on the hill, and the coon was in the tree Judy had.
It was at the very tippy top of the tree, but there were so many leaves you almost couldn't see it.
So you couldn't beat the dog for it. I think y'all gonna see a lot of split train going on, and the dog's gonna have to make their own decision. Ain't gonna be much me too in this operation.
Personally, the way that a walker and a cur hunt are totally opposite things.
They might call us a liar, but I don't think you can see a bunch of dogs on the same tree. You might see a tree like that, but you're not gonna see much of it, I don't think.
So I think it's gonna be an interesting hunt. I think a lot of people should tune in for it. Like I said, I hope they say that I suck and they call me out the night before next night because the wheels turn on this truck and will travel anyway.
Hey, can I say one thing that you promise you won't edit out?
Yeah, go ahead.
We are calling anybody in Virginia out.
Oh my God.
Period.
You already said that.
No, I just want to make it plain and clear.
Well,
any dog.
Show us.
Well,
show us.
There you go. If you live in Virginia, get up with these guys and take them up on their offer hunt. I mean, they're offering to pay half the gas and put you up in a place to spend the night. And I think what y'all are trying to do to help this grow and get people involved is a really, really good thing. I'm looking forward to the 12th. August the 12th is when this is going to go down, and especially because cur dogs always intrigue me. I always enjoy watching those. I've never owned one. I guess I do now. It just ain't here yet because I won one in a raffle. But I've never owned one, and I've always thought it'd be pretty cool to have one that you could treat squirrels consistently during the day and coons at night, and then I know hounds operate completely different than what a cur dog does. So I think it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a great promotion for this, and I'm looking forward to some action, and hopefully the best dog comes out as the winner. And sounds like to me it's going to be whoever trees last with the coon in the tree is going to be the winner. If they're split tree and one right after another, that no further apart than that. It sounds like whoever gets treed last with time left on the clock is going to be the winner.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see what happens, and it's approaching fast, man. So we're gonna put on the best show we can, and hopefully the dogs will put on the show because we always put on the show. We can put on a good show if the dogs don't do nothing.
Yeah. So as we're recording this podcast will release on August the 4th, and not that weekend, but the following weekend will be when this hunt is going to take place. So if you're listening to this on the 4th and you've not signed up with Superior Kennel Club, go over to their Facebook page. They have a public Facebook page. You can get information there, figure out how you got to get signed up so you can watch this hunt. Go down live August the 12th in Virginia. And if you're out there in Virginia, you heard them. They're calling you out. So you ain't got no excuse, but either show up or don't get on there talking trash, one of the two, because they're calling you out, and they're offering to pay half your gas and put you up. And I'm looking forward to this hunt and a lot more coming up. Guys, we've been at about 45 minutes. If none of y'all got anything else to add, I think we'll get close to shutting it down here. Is anybody y'all like to thank or anything else you'd like to say?
No, I think that's about it, man. I appreciate all y'all's help, and
Y'all watch this podcast now. You got to talk a little crap because you are a coon hunter. If you don't talk crap, you ain't a coon hunter, because we all know how that goes. Put your vote up. Cur dog, walker dog. Come on, let's see it. Now, I want to see which one y'all say is going to win before we start this night out.
yeah, I'm putting this on Todd.
Yeah.
Todd, we want to see. We want you to put it up like today. So this fella here is going to get back in touch with you, and he's going to tell you today that we want to see this. We want to see this.
So like it for a walker dog, harder for a cur dog. Let's see who y'all think is really going to win this.
Yeah, but I wanted to see this before the 4th.
Before the 4th. I want to see who, or even the 4th out. I want to see before the hunt which dog y'all think is going to win.
Who got the biggest fan base?
Yeah.
That's what we want to know. Is it
Definitely Walker.
It's probably definitely the Walkers, but that's okay. I know Todd's going to like mine.
Well, I think that's a good idea, and I will get a hold of Todd, and they'll hear all this after the fact, and I'll get a hold of Todd. We'll see what we got to do to get a poll put up on the public Superior Kennel Club page or the private.
Who votes for what? I mean, people don't like to comment much because they're a little timid, but I'd love to see some. I like for which one y'all think are going to win before this hunt comes on. Because, we're
going to put on a show for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all get the poll up. We want to see that for us, but I want to. We're gonna do the best we can to pull all the stops out for everybody and just let them know that here it is. Here's what we're hunting. This is what we called you out with. Maybe it'll help them the way it helps us. If they see it and they're like, oh my God, they know they did something wrong. If they see it like, man, I can stomp him. Well, come show us.
Yeah. Well, guys, again, I'm excited. I'll get with Todd. We'll get a poll put up. I look forward to watching this on the 12th. I thank y'all for taking your time today to be on the Coonhound Collective podcast and let's talk about this and what y'all are trying to do there. And I appreciate y'all taking your time out on a Sunday afternoon to get this done. And we'll get that poll up, and we'll see who has the bigger fan base, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens on the 12th.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. Y'all have a good day. Thank y'all.
The judge is biased. Bye.
Thanks, guys, for listening to the Coonhound Collective podcast today. We really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to listen to the podcast. If you don't mind, head over to Facebook and give us a like, and head over to Instagram and give us a follow. It's both at the Coonhound Collective. Also, if you would like to reach us here at the Coonhound Collective, you can reach us at thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. If there's someone that you would like to hear on the podcast or a product that you would like to hear talked about, please send it to thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. Thanks again. Have a great day.